Hey everybody, Graham here. This is my second shot at recording this one because for some reason the first one didn't come out at full resolution. I'm not sure what's going on there. Anyway, wow, what a day. I stepped away from the internet a little bit yesterday. It was my girlfriend's birthday, so we spent some time not on the internet, which is a little unusual for both of us. But when I did finally get online last night around 10 or 11 p.m., it was to a bunch of stuff about how Elon Musk was successful in buying Twitter. So I went on Twitter and I saw this. And then I saw this from Twitter's CEO. And it's a bit of a different tune than he was singing a couple weeks ago, isn't it? So that's pretty cool. I'm amazed that this actually happened because this is not how these things usually go. Usually, the rabble rouser makes a lot of noise and a lot of stuff is, a lot of scenarios are floated and ultimately nothing ends up happening. But the dude was able to pull together $40 billion and buy Twitter. And there's two things that I'm really kind of interested to see what's going to happen. I'm interested to see what's going to happen to the discourse in general, because it's generally speaking not conservatives who need to censor people to win their arguments. It's one of the reasons that the left is so big on censorship and so big on redefining certain types of language to be outside the pale, which just so happens to be language that helps conservatives support their arguments. So I'm interested to see if anything in that area shifts. And the other thing I'm interested to see is what's going to happen to Twitter as a platform. Ever since Twitter started going hard on conservatives, there's been some efforts to create other platforms like Gab and Parler and stuff like that. And those platforms, I mean, there are plenty of people on those platforms, and I'm interested to see if they're going to come back to Twitter. I suspect they will, but I don't know. And the other thing is will leftists leave Twitter? And again, I don't think they will, but I don't know. I mean, a lot of them have threatened to, but, a lot of them threaten to move to Canada every time a Republican gets elected president. So, we know what those sorts of statements generally come to, which is not a whole lot. But I really wanted to just express my surprise at all of this. It's just nuts. And I'm also wondering what all of those Silicon Valley, Bay Area types are going to do. Like, is there going to be are there going to be a lot of people quitting Twitter because they don't want to work for Musk? Is everybody going to sell their Teslas? I want to find out. I want to know. I want to see what's going to happen. So yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic about this. Elon is an unusual guy with unorthodox views, and I don't think conservatives are going to love everything he does, because I don't think he's a straight conservative like that. But he is committed to free speech, and that's, I think, the most important thing. And it's one of the reasons why I hope that conservatives come back and that leftists don't leave, because I think democracy is healthier when more people participate. Let me qualify that, because there are plenty of idiots participating, but the idiots are Americans too, or people even. I mean, if we think of Twitter as sort of a global thing, I think even when you have to cut through a lot of idiocy, I think it's better when you have all viewpoints represented. I think people are more confident in their opinions when they know that there are other people who share them. And that's one of the reasons that governments censor. One of the things that really torpedoed the Soviet Union in the late 80s was just the fact that Soviets started to find out that other Soviets were feeling the same way they were about the government. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit and express my surprise and happiness at it. I will leave it there. I will catch you guys in the next video. I may have another one today. I've been doing a lot of reading about Ethan Ralph, and there's some weird stuff going on there. So I may do another one later today about that, but I may not. Kind of depends on how I'm feeling. I have quite a bit of work to do, so I may not actually have time to get to it. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Talk to you later. Graham out. Bye.